Happy Pelham Road families and friends. I hope that everyone is doing well and that you've had a great week. I am here in the sanctuary on Thursday sending this little message to you guys. And I've got all of your packets here ready to go. I'm going to head out here in a little bit and deliver your goodie bags that has, it's got a book for each family. Then we're also sending home a Bible for each family. These are from the children's ministry classrooms. So they have been loved and used for a few years in our Sunday school programs and faith formation classes. But we wanted you to have a little memento from church. So everybody's getting a Bible that is gently loved and used. And also in your little packets are some bookmarks with the steps of our Faith 5 on them. Since it's raining today, Thursday, I am only going to deliver these book packets since I can drop them off in your mailboxes where they will stay safe. But I wanted to show you that Amy Taylor, Miss Amy, has made you guys some board bags. There's tons of craft supplies in them that you guys can have at home to do all kinds of projects and make crafts. You could make them as a service project or send some thank you cards or whatever. There's all kinds of goodies in here. So if you're here for worship on Sunday or if you come for playground time or any time during the week, you can pop by and pick up a craft bag that Miss Amy has made for each of you. I just didn't want to deliver those today since it's raining so hard and I didn't want them to get messed up. So hopefully by Sunday, when you guys get to see this, you have peeked into our book together called Holding Your Family Together. There's a preface and an introduction by Dr. Rich, and he goes into some of the background of where Faith 5 came from, a little bit of family history that he shares about how they started this practice within their own family. And he also shares some of the research as to where these foundations came from and how it can be beneficial to us as a family. So if you haven't taken a look yet, go ahead and take 15 minutes to read those. I promise it's an easy read. It's not hard at all. And it'll give you just some background information about why we're doing this. And if you still have no clue what I'm talking about, our fall formation is an initiative to support our families at home and adding a faith practice to your daily routine. And the way that we're choosing to do this is through a practice called Faith 5. And I'm going to give you the 1-minute version, like just the really fast. If you do nothing else, you don't read the book, don't watch anything else of the videos that are shared, but a 1-minute introduction. Faith 5 is a short, simple method for families to have conversations that connect daily experiences with scripture and prayer and a blessing. That's it. It's that easy. The steps of it on the bookmarks here, and you'll see it in the book, and we'll get into a lot more of that. 5 things that we are hoping to do every night in every home as a family. Share highs and lows. Easy as that. Share your highs and lows from the day. Read a Bible verse or story. Talk about how the Bible reading might relate back to your highs and lows, the things that you had going on that day. You pray for one another's highs and lows, and then you bless one another. It's quick and easy. It's 5 minutes at the beginning because everyone's getting comfortable and trying to figure out what to say. And sometimes in our family now, it takes 15 minutes because all of a sudden we have lots to share and lots to say. And there's some great conversation in our Faith 5 practice. I shared earlier in the week a video from Dr. Rich with his introduction. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that, that might help share a little bit of insight with it too. So our goal for this week, as we're getting started, you've gotten your information now, our goal is really just to start somewhere. Start with one part of it, roll with it, see what happens, tweak it, just do what works for your family. And this is not like being graded at school. There's no right or wrong way. There's no by the book. You can change it however it fits and works best for your family. So for example, when we first started this with Claire, she was 3, and she didn't know what highs and lows were. And so we said, well, what made you happy today? And so now we share a happy every day. And we said, well, what made you sad today? And we share sad for the day. So if you need to tweak things a little bit for your family, just do it. Again, we're just hoping to get something started. You can try different times. The suggested time in the book is to do it at bedtime. I know that bedtime routines can be crazy, or maybe you have teenagers and your kids go to bed 2 hours after you do. So again, try it at mealtime. Try it in the car when you're together. Maybe it's part of your morning routine. Adjust and do what works. And literally it only takes 5 minutes, something like that. And I'm going to give you permission that you can use church as the excuse. If you need to throw me under the bus and say, Pastor Ashley has asked us to do this, and we're just going to see what happens together, you can totally make up whatever you need to make up to get this going with your family. Maybe if you have youth or older kids, they're probably going to roll their eyes at you for a while, or they may not really share a whole lot. And you can just say that the church has asked us to try this and do it for a month and see what happens. Or maybe if you have younger kids, maybe they would be more excited to know that their friends at church are doing this together. And our vision is that as we start resuming groups and as we start having opportunities to be together in person, that we would include these Faith 5 practices in all of our gatherings. So hopefully, when the day comes that we are able to be in person for formation, these things will be supported by the church, and they'll be part of our practices here at church too. So it's totally up to you how you go about this. And then over the next 5 weeks, we will go through each of the chapters, which just digs deeper into each step. And you'll learn more about the foundations and some different ways to kind of change that up or be flexible with it, or what the benefits really are. Dr. Rich likes to get into the brain research, into the psychology behind some of these practices. But I promise you don't need all of that to get started. That's just going to help us deepen and grow along the way as we do things. So just roll with it, see what happens, start somewhere. That's the goal for the week, start somewhere. If you're really on top of things and you have the opportunity, if you're just really excited about it, go ahead and jump in and read step 1, the in-depth about the share part of the practice. And we'll do that, we'll go through some of the things for that next Sunday in our video together. We would love for you to interact with our Facebook page and tell us what's going well. If you have a question, something funny that came up during it, give us the bloopers. That is totally okay too. Take some pictures of your family trying to start this out. Also on that Facebook page, each day this week, I will share a video that is an example of a family doing this, sharing their Faith 5, or maybe it'll be someone that's sharing about how they got it started in their family or something like that and how it's made a difference. So there'll be a video each week that's kind of just either an example or a testimony, I guess, of families who have done this. And I will say some of those videos mention tough family experiences, things that have happened in childhood or things that are going on in the lives of their own children, that they've experienced at school, some things like that. So they're meant for parents to watch so that you guys can get an idea of things and that kind of stuff, but you may want to watch them beforehand if you're planning to let your children or youth watch them also, just so you make sure that you're comfortable with how things are presented. So hopefully you got your book. You can dive in and read the introduction. Next Sunday we'll talk more in depth about the first step of the Faith 5, which is the share step, and you can use the little bookmarks just to help you guys get started this week. We are excited that we will see you guys on Sunday, and if you aren't planning to come to worship, or if you're out of town, just follow along and you'll get the links and everything for signing up in the future. We love you guys, and we hope that you enjoy starting your Faith 5. Have a great day.